She left me. She said she'd be on speed dial.
Two. Pretty loud. Pretty loud. One, two. One, two, one, two. One, two. One, two, one, two. One, two. Jory, how's the sound? Too loud? Good. One, two, one, two, one, two. How about that, Jory? Yep. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Jacket Nation Live, episode number 10, brought to you by Farm Bureau. We think Farm Bureau back there. Mickey's not here tonight, but I'm sure he's here in spirit. But Melanie and Kara's back there. But be sure you get a ticket from them. You can win a door prize tonight. And I think there may be Kenny White talked about coming down and bringing some door prizes too. So be sure you pick up a ticket. You might be a winner tonight. A lot of times people come the first time they came and they'll become a winner. So thanks to Farm Bureau for that. Tonight we got a pretty well-packed show. It's a playoff show tonight as we get the playoffs on Friday night here at Jim Thomas Field. Jackets win again, 52-30 Friday night against a really good Ozark team, a program with a lot of tradition. So it was a really good 2-week stretch for Coach and the boys, winning at Ozark, and I think they're primed and ready for the playoffs. We'll also have Mr. Hawk tonight and the band. We'll talk a little bit about the band. And then we got some former Yellow Jackets coming back tonight. We'll talk about their career. We'll also get their thoughts on what it was like to play in the playoffs and maybe some advice they'll have for this year's football team. And we'll end tonight with Coach Dufresne, and we'll have several of the players tonight that had big parts of Friday night's game at Ozark. Well, let's start it off. Let's go with Mr. Hawk. Come on down. We'll talk a little bit about the band. Joe Hawk, band director for the Clinton Public School System. And before we get started, talk a little bit about your background, where you came from, education, and things like that.
Yeah, so I grew up in Sherwood, Arkansas, which is just right outside Boulder. I went to Sylvan Hills High School, and when I graduated there, I went to UCA for college. Band was always a really big part of my life. I mean, I joined when I was in the 6th grade. I played percussion all the way through 12th grade, and it was really the effect that my band directors had on me, fostering a community where everyone was welcome, where we pursued excellence. That's really what made me want to, pursue this as my career and, give that opportunity to other students.
And talk about your experience before you got to Clinton.
Yeah, and so I worked a couple years at a real tiny school called Wonderview. It's a 1A school. When I got there were 4 kids in the high school band, and when I left, I doubled it. We had 8, and we went to a region concert assessment, and we performed very well. They got 2 excellent ratings and 1 superior rating. They were a pretty darn great group of kids. I mean, it was 8 kids who were second-year players. They played their little butts off, and that is one of the most outstanding groups, and then I came here, and I was lucky to take over a program that is set up for success. I mean, there's a lot of potential in this program, a lot of promise, and the kids really want it here. I mean, we were able to go to state after 3 years of not going, and that wouldn't have happened if the kids didn't want it. So the kids here, man, I mean, they are dedicated, they want to be excellent, and they are pushing super hard, and I'm really lucky to get to work here now.
Yeah, that's what can lead into my next question. What did you see in Clinton, the school, the community, and the band that made you want to work here and build this program?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, some of it is to do with just logistics. I mean, the schedule of the band program right now is set up for success in a way where I get to coach the various different groups of kids before they get up into the high school band in a way that is effective. We separate them out into woodwind, brass, and percussion. But also just the community support. It feels like the community wants to see us do well, wants to see us at all the games, wants to see us go to the competitions. And not everywhere has that. And so it's a very special thing to know that the community owns our back.
We'll discuss the program, the thing you got here, where you found it, and where you think your progress in the 2 years since you've been here.
Yeah, so one of the things that I kind of pride myself on is organization. And so I think a lot of the ways that we operate in our little band room have gotten better. You know, we talk about how we treat the room. We walk into the room and we take care of our facilities. You know, we operate from a place of pride. We want to take care of not just how we look, but how our facilities and our instruments look. And so I think a lot of that has improved a lot. And I think especially my kids would tell you, I'm pretty on them about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, you know, this crowd, they love football, but one of the things that makes football great and football Friday nights in Clinton great is the bands. That's all part of the show, running the football and the band. Talk about, it's almost the year-round process the band goes through to get ready for a football season. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I call it the Hawks Nest, the parking lot out behind the arena in July and August. It's about 1,000 degrees, and they're out there marching in the concrete. But talk about what the year-round to get ready for a football season.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, even before we get kids out on that parking lot, we are planning, we're picking music, we're hiring drill designers, we're hiring choreographers for our flags. That all actually happens now. You know, just before I came here, I was sitting down at my desk and I was looking at marching shows for next year, looking through themes, looking through ideas. The process of picking that stuff happens now. We schedule out practices starting as far back as July, and we usually run about 2 weeks in the summer, and they're full days, working on marching, working on music, all the fundamentals that it takes. And really, by the end of July, the goal is to be able to play the show, and then to be able to march with strong fundamentals. And then we teach the show, which is the actual drill that you see on those Friday nights at our practices. And it takes us a long time, you know, because there's so much involved, and I think people may realize not only do you have to play the music, not only do you have to have it memorized, you have to march and have your marching memorized as well. And so these kids, I mean, they're doing about 500 things at once, and they do it at an extremely high level. And it just takes hours and hours of practice, just like any skill or any activity that you want to do. It takes time and commitment. And it is, I mean, I'm not joking, it probably is about, when the season's said and done, 100 or more, 150 hours of practice. It's a lot.
You know, I tell people, the school is not all about sports, but sports is the front porch of the school, because that's what most of the community sees. They come up and see sports, and that's a great venue for the band. Is that, how does the band view football? Is that like, it's like a weekly performance for the public?
So, I mean, not only do we have a great time at the football games, we love playing in the stands, we love playing the fight song, we love playing all of our pep band tunes that, you know, gets the crowd hyped up and gets the energy going. But I mean, for us, it's almost like a checkpoint as well, right? I just talked about how we start learning the drill probably towards the end of July. It's like a weekly measure of where we are and what we're doing week by week. It's almost like a snapshot of what we've done and how we're progressing through our drill. And so those are good opportunities for me as well to get to say, okay, guys, we got from A to C this week, but next week we need to get through D. The week after that, we get a competition, so we need to get through E by that point. It's a good way for us to pace ourselves out.
As a band director, is there something you want to hit in a halftime show, or something that you think that will really strike the crowd that night? Is it when you're trying to pick we talk about coaches always evaluating talent. As a band director, you're always trying to evaluate the next show. Absolutely.
Well, you think about the kind of kids you got, who is really strong and on what instrument and what role they can serve in the group. I mean, to be frank, I mean, you're going to meet him in just a second, but senior Jimmy Huey, I mean, we know he's a phenomenal trumpet player, and so when I was looking at shows for this year's marching season, I was thinking, all right, well, there's a solo, and Jimmy's going to kill it. You know, we think about that kind of stuff, too, all the time, and we think about, okay, we got a nice, good crop of low brass kids coming up who are going to be sophomores this year, and they're going to have been through their freshman year. We can rely on them to have a stronger low brass part in the next year's show. Absolutely.
Talk about your goals for the program. I know you're going to probably increase the numbers, which you've already done already, but talk about what you'd like to see for the future of the Yellow Jacket Band.
Absolutely. I mean, we want to see numbers, but I'm also a data guy, so I like to look at it and say, you know, what percentage of each grade do we have in a band right now? So, for example, we've got about 30% of the 7th graders and the 6th graders in band right now. I would like to keep that percentage up, because if we do that, we're going to keep about 20 kids per grade, and we're going to hit a high school band of 80. In just a couple years, if we can keep those. And our retention rate right now is 89%, so we're on track to do that. I would like to see us start moving up in the state circuits. Right now we got some schools that we're competing against who are taking different approaches, and I want to learn from them and, start incorporating more sound design and things like that. Really, I would love to make a top 3 spot within the next 5 years in our state marching competition.
I talk about bands, just like sports, requires a lot of parental support and community support. Talk about that and maybe ways that the community can help the band program.
Oh man, we've got a phenomenal booster club. They run the concession stand at the ball games, y'all know. But one of the ways that I think community support is also could be really helpful for us is a lot of times we have local churches feed us, especially on long days like homecoming where we got the parade and then we go straight into the ball game. United Methodist has helped us out, the Church of Christ is going to feed us this Friday. Lots of local churches have been able to help us in the past. So honestly, if people are looking for a way to help support the band, feed us. The kids are hungry, they work hard, and they're very thankful for everything they get. So that's a number one way. Just offer, hey, can we make sandwiches for y'all one night? Yeah.
Well, you definitely picked the right thing. A lot of great cooks here.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, before we let you get out of here, talk about some upcoming events, programs, competitions. We're going to get a Christmas show coming up pretty soon. Give the folks an idea of where you're going to be, things like that.
Well, tomorrow we're going to be at the fairgrounds at 4 p.m. right after school. We're playing for the Veterans Day ceremony. We're going to play Star Spangled Banner. We're going to play My Country 'Tis of Thee. The choir's going to come out and sing with us. It's going to be a good old time. If you can make it out to the fairgrounds, that would be a good opportunity to see us. Our December concert is going to be on December the 4th. That's a Thursday night at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. And that is where you'll see not only high school band, but you get to see the beginner band, junior high band, and our high school jazz band. So it's going to be a full night of music. It's going to be a real good time. And then after that, our junior high students have their all-region auditions on December the 6th. That's on a Saturday. They go and they do some prepared music, they do some scales, and they do some sight reading. And that all leads to things like getting in the all-region band, potentially the all-state band later on. And our senior high kids have their all-region tryouts in January. So that's kind of what's up and coming for the band program right now.
And if you want to see them this week, big pep rally, community's invited Friday afternoon at the arena, and I'm sure the band will be there.
Absolutely.
It's a great time. So come out to the pep rally on Friday, and then you can see them again Friday night at the football game.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Mr. Hawk. It's Mr. Hawk with the Clinton Yellow Jacket Band. We got some band members with us tonight. We got Leland Price, Jimmy Huey, and Samantha Woolsey. Come on down. And we got the one mic on this. All right, got Leland, Jimmy, and Samantha with us. Tell the folks what instruments that y'all play before we get started.
I play the trumpet, but I was the drum major this year, so I conducted the band.
I also play the trumpet. I had a solo, as Mr. Hawk was talking about.
I play the drums. I played bass drum, snare drum, and the quads.
Tell the folks out there, how many years have you been in the band program?
I've been in it for 7 years.
I've been in for 7 years as well. And 4 of those years I've been in jazz band. So
I've also been in it for 7 years.
Now, what are the things you most enjoy about bands? What are the things that you like?
There's definitely a community to be found in it, and just getting to have something to do outside of like the normal, like going to work, going to school, getting to go like to the football games and competitions and meet other people who do the same thing that you do is it's really neat. It's really interesting to meet the same kind of people.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. I love the like community that we have, and I feel like we're a family. It's really nice to just like be able to lean on a group of people like that. And I also I just like I enjoy playing music, so that's like my favorite part of it. I've always been musically inclined. My dad plays guitar, and so like I kind of picked up on that from him, and it's just like, you know, I just enjoy playing music with a group of people.
I agree.
Short but sweet there. Talk about, you know, we come in and we talk about football a lot in here, but talk about getting ready. What's it like on a football Friday night, getting ready to perform? Is that one of the highlights of being in a band?
So in my experience, our call time is 5:30 and the game start at 7. Before that, you get to hang out with your friends. Sometimes churches around the area will feed us, and we'll go there. My like favorite time in band has been.
I don't know. You know, you're there, you're cheering on the team. You know, you gotta be there, even if we're like down by a couple touchdowns or something. You gotta bring the hype to everyone. You know, like you're the band, you're like where a lot of sales is coming from, and you know, even if we're losing, you gotta like keep a good attitude, and you gotta make sure that you know you're hitting all the notes, and you know, it's really fun, and I do enjoy going to football games, and I enjoy seeing all the Yellow Jacket football members. I love watching the games. It's great.
I'm the drumline section leader, so I make sure that everyone on drumline like has their stuff and has their sticks, and I want them to all be ready. And then I warm up. I make sure everyone's warmed up in my section too, because we need like a little more warm up than everyone else. And then we get hyped for the football game.
It's almost as if you guys work as a team. You got Beverly Weston's not here tonight, but we got Jaden and John Riley and Hinchy. And we had Kelby Bonds on a few weeks ago. Kelby was pretty good. Kelby probably had his own show. Don't tell him I said that. But Kelby played on the undefeated 2005 team. And when we looked out in the audience, there was players out there, they hadn't been born yet. So I was just going to tell you guys, those kids were elementary when y'all were playing, so they may have a little bit of memory of you. So, but they definitely want to hear what you have to say tonight. If you don't remember this crew, but you probably should, between 2016 and 2019, the Yellow Jackets went 41-7. 41-7 in 4 years. 3 conference championships. In 2017, they reached the quarterfinals and came within 9 seconds. I hate to bring that up. Came within 9 seconds to making the semifinals. And they played 8 playoff games. They were 4-4 in the playoffs.